Hello, Steve White, Steve Arts 89. Well, Mattel or Mattel Creations had their big reveal. I think they do this once a year. I'm not sure how often they do it. But I wasn't paying attention, but I saw a video today about it. And they released several. Now, one scared me. I saw the image. I'm like, no, they're doing Geldor. Now, why would I be upset with them doing Geldor? Because I just bought Geldor from the Classics collection. And why is that a big deal? Because, you know, I just bought it. It's been like out for 20 years. When Classics first came out, I thought awesome, because I thought they were 6 inches, and I thought, wow, that's so genius. They've created 6-inch figures that you know, you can sell as 6-inch figures, but you know, if you scrunch them down into that position that's, you know, Master Universe stand in, basically they can go in the 5.5 collection. And I thought that's great. We can get versions that we didn't have, we can get figures we didn't have, and you can basically build your Master Universe collection. And then I found out, no, they're 7 inches, they're a different scale, and I felt really betrayed by the company. I don't know if it was Mattel who was actually doing the Classics, but I felt betrayed. It's like, no, you can't add to your collection, you can't build to your collection, you can't replace broken ones or, you know, new versions of ones that they do, like with Origins. You have to basically start a whole new collection and buy them all over again, which is just marketing on their part. They just want to make you buy the whole collection again. Abandon your old collection, abandon the original figures, and then buy these new figures instead. And I said no, and I didn't buy any of them for 20 years. And then along came Masterverse, and I sort of didn't jump on that boat. I'm like, no, because once I get some of them, I want to get the collections, the Classics ones, and I didn't do it. But then I saw the 40th anniversary He-Man. I fell in love with it. I bought it. And then I'd been on the fence because they'd released the He-Man and Skeletor from the movie, and I was thinking of getting those, but they did the Classics ones, and I sort of liked the Classics ones, but I liked elements of the Masterverse ones as well, and they're a lot cheaper and newer, and I wasn't sure what to do. And once I bought the He-Man Masterverse one, I was like, well, I'll get the movie Masterverse figures. And then, of course, well, you got to have a Skeletor to go with He-Man, and I actually like the New Eternia one. So I got that. I got Jitsu as well, which are in the background somewhere. So yeah, I ended up going down the Classics route. So this is my first and only Classics figure. I'm going to get a couple more, but only a couple. Then he comes out, and I'm like, oh God, no. Please don't let them do a Masterverse version of him, because I just paid a lot of money to buy this one. If I could have just waited 2 more months and got, you know, a Masterverse one for like $40 or something, it'll kill me. But no, it's coming out in Origins. It's like, well, that's okay, because I remember when I bought this, thought, if they do an Origins version, because Origins had done some of the mini-comics ones, and they're a lot further along than Masterverse. And Masterverse is mostly only doing Revelation, Revolution, Princess of Power, oddly, and their own New Eternia line, which are variations, so they wouldn't do, if they did Geldor, he wouldn't be exactly the same. So I thought, that's okay. If they do an Origins one, that just means I've got one from my Origins collection, so that's fine. So I'm okay. But I had a moment of like, oh no, God no, please don't let me have just finally given in and bought a collections Classics figure, and then they go and do it in Origins. In Masterverse, I'm getting a lot of names and brands and types and versions confused. Now the other ones they released is really great as well, because I nearly bought the Classics Cringer just to have him, and I wasn't sure if the scale would work, but the other issue was the figure's not really articulated. But they've announced they're doing a cartoon version of Prince Adam, which you formerly could only get with the Sky Sled 2-pack, which I did get. But they're doing a 2-pack now, as they should have. I mean, how could they not? Of Prince Adam and Cringer. And Cringer is articulated, so I'm very happy about that. Going to grab that. That's going to be great. The other thing they're doing is Cyclone, which is cool. He just went on sale. I didn't even bother, because I tried to get the last figure that went up, Rock On or whatever, and it wouldn't let me finalize the purchase, no matter what I did, even though they're actually allowing shipping to Australia, which they weren't initially, but then they were, just like they weren't with Cyclone, and then they were. The website just wouldn't put the order through for me, so I didn't want to go through that heartache again. I didn't even bother. I've just accepted, if I want any Master Universe figure, I have to buy it through eBay at scalping prices, because I can't get any of them through any official way in Australia, as far as I can tell. And if someone can share with me how I can get any of them without walking into a store again and again, just randomly looking for them on the shelf, which I can't do, you know, I'd love to know a way to get these. And the other thing they're doing, which is weird, they're doing a Masterverse Hoard Trooper, which looks awesome, except when you take his little helmet off, he's got like a head under there, like it's a person in the uniform. They're supposed to be robots, so how are they suddenly, are they doing like, you know, Clone Wars, Masterverse Clone Wars or something? How does this work? So that doesn't really make sense. And because it's Masterverse, they can do whatever they want look-wise, but they're sort of changing the lore. It doesn't really fit in with what they've established, because the other changes are really just superficial, but this is a lot more fundamental than just, you know, a superficial change. So those are the new Master Universe Origins and Masterverse figures they're releasing. I'm happy to, you know, put Geldor in with my Origins collection. I wouldn't mind it if, you know, it didn't happen quite so soon. But I'm just looking forward to some of the other ones they're going to do in Masterverse and Origins. So I'm going to go. Feel free to share, like, comment, subscribe. Let me know what you think. I think that's everything.